I read a book. Can I have a medal, please?
I have had 2 back-to-back disappointments. The library at Hellebore was the biggest disappointment of the year, and Cold Eternity was another disappointment after such a build-up in my head of what it was going to be like. So I wanted to try something vastly different. So I looked around on KU because I've still got it for another month and a half. And I settled on a book I should have read a long time ago, really. And that is Nettle and Bone. Now, I bought an anniversary edition of What Moves the Dead when I was away in Southampton a few weeks ago. Sprayed edges and all of that lovely good stuff. I bought it because it was pretty and I liked the sound of the story. So I thought, well, why not start with this one and see, do I like the writing style or, what I think of it. It was exactly what I needed. It was not complicated. It was not twisty and turny, and it was not shocking. The themes in this book are quite heavy, if you haven't read it. You're talking child death, you're talking spousal abuse, you're talking all sorts of weird death-related shit. But it's done in a way that I would say is more akin to a dark fairy tale than it is to an adult scale, if that makes sense. But, we have a princess, Mara, who doesn't really want to be a princess. She's not very good at being a princess. She ends up being a nun, or almost a nun, I will say, is repeated a lot in the book. And this prince basically marries her sister to make some claim to a kingdom. Says he's doing it for the good of the other kingdom, but really he's trying to get absolute power. The usual stuff. And the first sister croaks it very quickly. So then he comes with the second sister, and she's warned, don't go. She goes, it'll be fine, he's a prince. And off she goes. And yeah. So basically, the motivation of Mara is to, that's my bacon, to try and get rid of this prince. And the ensemble cast along the way is fantastic. Absolutely, including a dog made only of bones, because he's not really alive, but he's reanimated in bone form. Yeah. Nettle is in her cloak. Bone is the dog. You see where it went? I really like this. The ending was just the ending. It was very simple, very easy to follow. What they set out to do, they do. With no twists, no turns, no nothing. It was very cozy in that respect. I enjoyed it a lot, so I'm looking forward to reading other T. Kingfisher stuff. I gave it 4 stars. If you've read Nettle and Bone, let me know what you thought about it. Or if you've got a favourite T. Kingfisher book, let me know what that is, and I might check it out. But yeah, really good. And finally, a decent book